Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be going over this eyebrow look, which I do mostly every single day and takes only a couple minutes to achieve. This look is very natural and good for every day, for work or school or basically anything. And yeah, if you're interested, just please keep on watching. Okay, so we're starting here, zoomed in on my face here, and this is just how my brows look without having anything on them, and I haven't groomed them in probably around a week. So I'm just gonna go through my whole process there. The tweezers that I like to use the most to shape my brows are just regular Tweezerman angled tweezers. So first I just like to get everything that is in the middle here, like if you're not used to doing your brows normally, this might hurt for you to tweeze, but for me, since I've done this for quite a while, it doesn't bother me at all. But you just want to pull like with the hair. So then you pull it at the root, and each hair that you pull out, you'll have a little bulb on it. So that means that you know that you pulled it out with the root. So just want to clean that up a little. Okay. Okay, so that's pretty much done. I just got in between my brows here. And where I like to stop is just put like a brush on the side of your nose, and then that's kind of where your brow starts. See? So then everything here. So that's what I like to do to just kind of even everything out. And then next I'll go in a little bit closer into the part above and below my eyebrows. And I try and get like this area here and a little bit above the eyebrow just to make everything look a little bit cleaner. And so you're just pulling again with the hair, getting the root. Okay, so that part looks kind of clean. And then above the brow, just like around here. Not too close into the actual brow, but just the little hairs that are around it. And then if you can see, there's like a little hair here that is a little long and it's poking out. So I just take these mini scissors and I just snip a tiny bit of it. And I try not to go in with scissors too much because I feel like it looks a little bit less natural. But if there's just one or two hairs that are sticking out, then I will cut them. So now I'm going to do the same to the other side. So here are my brows, just the way they are. They don't have anything on them, but I did tweeze out some of the hairs that were growing under and above my brow, and just got the little part in between my brows as well. But other than that, it's just kind of how they look every day. They aren't exactly the same. My brows are like cousins, not even like sisters, but I don't know if you can see. Here's just like a close-up of how they look. I try and keep them pretty natural, so they are a little bit unruly. And then today I'm just going to be using the Urban Decay, the brow box. I use this in my natural everyday work makeup tutorial that I posted last week, so I'll put that up in the cards here. And so just to go into this a little bit more. So this box comes in 2 different sections. So in the bottom part, there is just a mirror that is magnified, and then 2 little mini brushes and a tiny pair of tweezers. I don't really use these that much. I just use them when I'm on the go, just because they are very small and hard to handle. But it is nice when you're having an eyebrow emergency. And then the top part is the part that I use. And this, it has another mirror. This isn't as magnified, it's just a regular looking mirror. And then there's a darker color and a lighter color, and then the gel that sets everything in place. This has been used quite a lot, so I'm sorry, it does look a little bit janky, but that's just how it is. And then this darker color got broken, but thankfully it's still usable, so it's fine. And then I will just use this angled eyeliner brush, which again I used in my last tutorial. This is from Eye on Beauty. I don't really know where this came from, but I've had this for like 10 years probably. And yeah, this is just the angle eyeliner brush, but I like using this because I'm able to fill in my brows pretty quickly and it still looks natural. But you can use whatever brush you want, of course. So I'm just gonna get right into it. I'm gonna zoom you in, okay? And I'm gonna start with this one. So I'm just gonna be looking at the mirror that's right here. So I'll just be looking under a little bit, but you should still be able to see what I'm doing. So I like to just go in with my finger, honestly, to have everything roughly, to have the hairs facing the way I'd like. And then I just go in with the lighter color, tap off the excess, and then I just start filling in the body of my brows. So this is just kind of roughly shaded in. You can see the difference between the two. One thing is that because my skin is so much lighter than my hair, I like to use a lighter brown on my eyebrows just to make it a little less contrasty. But after I go in with the light color, I like to go in with the darker brown color here and get more of the tail end of my eyebrow. Okay, so you can see, hopefully you can see that there is a little bit of dimension now because of the darker color at the tail, and then it's lighter over here. So it makes it look like my brows are thicker and more filled in at the ends, which I like to have that kind of gradient effect, but I don't like the gradient effect where it's like super dramatic. I just like it looking natural as possible. So this is basically the end result here. It's not really that fancy. And then I go in with this gel at the bottom. I use the same brush, as you can tell, because there's a lot of brown mixed into this, but I just go in and just roughly put my brows in place. And there we have it. Here is the difference now. This is the one that I did, and then this is just regular. So you can tell that it looks a little bit more sparse here. I'm pretty lucky to have pretty naturally thick brows to begin with, but I do like to add a little bit more dimension. Okay, so then next we'll go into this eyebrow. The biggest thing for me is trying to make them look alike I'm not gonna say look the same because they never do, but I like having them look similar enough where people don't notice that they're different. I've never been to a brow bar or anything to get them actually done. I've always just done them myself. So I should probably go and see a professional at some point to get them shaped a little bit better, but that's just something that I don't really want to spend money on. And I'm also scared that everyone has a different taste and preference with their brows, and I'm afraid I'm gonna get someone who maybe has a different look in mind for me. Oh my God. My upstairs neighbor is vacuuming or something. They're making a lot of noise. Okay. It got a little quieter. Okay. So again, we're just gonna go in with this lighter color and fill in the body of my brows pretty roughly. Doesn't need to be perfect. Okay, there we go. And then the darker color. Okay, so there are the two brows there. And then I go in with the gel and I just put everything in place. Just like that. So yeah, here we have it. So yeah, these are my brows. Again, this was super quick. This only takes me like a minute or two in the morning to do. And I just like to go in and shape them a little bit about once a week or whenever there starts to be a lot of hairs popping out. But basically, that's all I do. So yeah, that was my tutorial. I'm sorry, I don't know if there was any other information that I left out, but I really just went over everything that I do personally. And this might not be for you. I don't know, everyone has different brows. So I thought that I would just share my eyebrow routine with you all, just in case you were wondering, or maybe you had a similar eyebrow situation to me. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I post a new video every single Tuesday and Friday. Sometimes I'll post a third video in the mix for the week. It just depends on how much time I have to edit. Turn on the bell notification if you'd like to be notified every single time I upload. It would mean a lot to me. And yeah, so I will see you in the next video. Bye!